Ever stop to think how much those little impulse buys on your phone are adding up to, and how many subscription payments are sneaking out of your bank account every single month? Before I started using Rocket Money, let me tell you, I had no idea. But the first time I logged in, I saved $435. I couldn't believe it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I just love the dashboard. It shows everything in one place, even the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. And if there's something you don't need, Rocket Money helps you cancel it. Plus, it alerts you if a bill increases or if something unusual pops up in your account. It's basically like having a personal assistant for your money. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kim today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Hey, thanks for listening to the Kim Komando Show. Here comes hour one. Okay, so let me ask you a question. What's the most amount of money that you have spent on a sock? Not a pair of socks, but on a single sock.
I gotta say, I bought some dress socks once, and it was 3 pairs for $14.
Is that it?
So what's that work out to, like $233 a pair?
Exactly. Well, Apple just dropped, I don't know if you saw this, a $229 iPhone Pocket. It is a knitted sleeve for your phone. Now, if you're on a budget, you can get the shorter version for about $150. It comes in colors like vivid orange or yellow. So here, describe to all of our audio listeners what it actually looks like.
Imagine if you had a fanny pack that went under your armpit, but it was knitted. Imagine also, too, if you wanted to look like a complete fool and you didn't know how, and you had a lot of expendable income to accomplish this goal of looking like a fool.
I don't know if this says anything about me, but when I saw it on a person, the iPhone Pocket, it reminded me of Borat's Mankini.
Okay, well, the colors, the vibrant colors, I understand.
Maybe that's it.
Very nice.
So nice.
Gonna get one for my wife.
It's just proof that Apple could slap their logo on lint and we would buy it.
Well, you say that, but nobody bought the Apple Vision. This may be the next Apple Vision.
They came out with Vision Pro 2.
Well, of course they did. You didn't like the first one. Imagine how much you're not going to like number 2.
At $3,500. Oh, my gosh. And on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's called The Kim Komando Show. It's the nation's largest, best, award-winning, biggest show about all things digital. And, of course, I'm your beloved digital goddess, Kim Komando, here with you once again. And join me, as always, is Andrew Babinski. He's my co-host. And you just know everything about tech.
Do I?
I thought we just set that up once.
That's a lot of pressure. Oh, what was that?
What was it?
Was that the caller last week?
That was it.
Gave me a compliment and then mispronounced my name?
Yes.
Babaluski.
Oh, look at the impact I have on a nation.
Loves that. Love that. And a huge salute goes out to all of our heroes tuning in via the American Forces Network radio, reaching more than 375,000 U.S. service members. And just a quick reminder that you can find the show on over 425 top stations from coast to coast. And of course, we're streaming in your favorite radio app. And you can also get the Kim Komando Show as a podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you are more of a visual person, right? Oh, here's what I want you to do. Go over to youtube.com/Kim Komando and hit that big old subscribe button. And do me a favor, leave some kind words. Even if you love my jokes, even if you hate my jokes, I know you love them. Just leave a comment, because that's the way that the algorithms say, oh, everybody just must love the Kim Komando Show. And then they'll show the show to other people. The Komando hotline's open right now at 1-888-825-5254. And just a reminder, you can always schedule a time to speak with me here on the show. Just head over to komando.com with a K, of course. And up at the top, there's a link that says Ask Kim. All righty, then every single day I dive into at least 35, 40 different sources to make sure that I know exactly what's happening in the tech world, so I can impart all this wisdom and beauty and know-how from my brain to yours. And here are a few things you need to know about. And let's talk about ChatGPT. What's the weirdest thing you've ever asked ChatGPT?
Oh, I think I wasn't feeling well, and I took a picture of myself, and I said, do you see an illness in my eyes? And I worded it exactly that way.
And what did it say?
It said it looks like you're really allergic to something because your eyes are puffy and there's black around. And it was right. My allergies were kicking in.
See? I can't say I've ever done that.
No?
No.
What's the weirdest thing you've asked?
What should I wear with this blouse?
That's the weirdest thing. Come on. You've gotten to have gotten a little weird. That's normal.
I don't know. I don't really ask it weird things.
Okay.
But the reason why I mentioned that is that ChatGPT chats must be retained forever. Why? Because the New York Times is suing for copyright. They say that we're all using ChatGPT to get around their paywall.
Yeah.
And this past week, OpenAI is forced to cough up 20 million ChatGPT user conversations for perusal by the New York Times and their lawyers.
Now, are they able to do whatever they want with those once they have them, or they must keep this in the confines of this case?
I hope it's within the confines of the case.
I would think, too, the judge would rule that.
Chat says they're trying to make sure that the chats are really anonymous so that the New York Times cannot hunt you down.
Okay.
Okay. But it's just, bottom line here is just remember anything that you put inside chat is going to be seen by the New York Times or someone else.
At some point.
At some point. Coming in at number 2, let's go to Texas. There's a fire alarm that goes off at Bel Air High School. The students file out, rolling their eyes, going, must be just another fire drill, right? But that's when an image started circulating on the kids' phones, and it was terrifying. Here's the picture. Just take a look at it. Now,
oh, my gosh.
Yes. I mean, it looks like the high school is totally on fire. The athletic wing was engulfed in thick black plumes, looking like a total disaster. Of course, panic set in. The principal sent out a blast to parents saying, there's smoke in the athletic wing. Don't worry about it.
No.
Parents are going crazy. The local police department had to go on Facebook to calm everybody down. The fire department showed up. The mass panic was caused by an AI-generated image.
So there was no smoke?
No.
So the school decided, hey, we saw a picture and we're going to go ahead and say it's just smoke when half of the school is on fire?
They don't know who the prankster might be.
Okay.
Or plural. But officials noted that many students were spotted at Starbucks during the evacuation.
It's crazy how something can spread so fast online with young people.
Yes.
I mean, because you have social media. How often do you check it? Maybe once or twice a day?
Maybe.
For 5 or 6 minutes?
Yeah, maybe.
When we have a big golf tournament here last year, and the word got out on Snapchat that the ticket machines were broken, and that they were just letting anyone in because they couldn't verify the tickets or not. So they just come on, come one, come all. That spread so fast that tens of thousands of college kids from Arizona State University started showing up within the next 40 minutes. God. It's unbelievable how often these people are on their phones.
They're on their phones all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Do you ever use the app OpenTable?
Yeah, of course.
I love OpenTable. Makes it so easy to get a reservation.
Right.
And now they have that notify me. So if the restaurant's fully committed, you can say notify, and then you get obviously an alert if a table opens up. But here's what you don't know is that OpenTable is quietly tracking you like the NSA. Not just your favorite drink or how long you stay. They also track if you're a good tipper.
How do they know?
You're a late canceler. If you dine longer than the average person.
Obviously they have your location when you get there and open the app, but how are they still tracking me after I close the app and I'm sitting down to eat?
Afterwards, I'm sure they analyze the receipt. AI is now involved in all this.
Wow.
They can say when you sat down during the reservation, when you left, because you do have it, probably location services on. I was thinking, so what would they have about me?
Right.
Okay, here's what they would have about me. Takes the woman 10 minutes to tell you how she would like her salmon cooked. Okay. Oil only, not butter. Center cut,
Sure.
please. With a light dusting of blackened seasoning.
And this is at Chili's, everybody, just so you know.
Medium well. 2 fresh lemons on the side.
So you're difficult. It just says you're difficult.
Okay, I would rather if they has strong opinions on fish and isn't afraid to scale up.
Oh, goodness.
Thank you.
What a stretch.
All right, let's move to country music. Do you like country music?
I do. I love country music.
Do you? Well, it always has a little heartache, little attitude, a little twang. Here, take a listen.
You can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk. Ain't selling my soul for a seat at your table. I'm rough, I'm raw, I'm wild, I'm able. You can hate my fire, but you can't kill my spark.
It's called Walk My Walk.
This is a little mix of like a Jelly Roll and then a beat of like a Post Malone country
Yeah, it
album.
does. I can feel that.
Okay.
I can see that. The group's called Breaking Rust. And I use the word group lightly because there is no group. It's all artificial intelligence.
I mean, I could tell by the sound.
Really?
Of it. Oh, yeah.
Top spot on Billboard's ranking of digital sales of country music.
Good for them. But I could tell immediately it was AI.
How?
The voice sounded hollow. It sounded generated.
Yeah, I could see that too.
And it also, like I said, it sounds like a knockoff of Jelly Roll. I'm sure the prompt when they were creating this voice for AI had the word Jelly Roll in it because it's that soulful yet country voice.
2 million monthly listeners on Spotify and a verified artist badge.
Okay, that's fine. Well, good job, Spotify. Way to verify an AI band.
Isn't that amazing? You know, I was thinking about this with the evolution of self-driving cars. It's just a matter of time before a country singer's truck leaves him along with his wife.
That's actually funny.
Thank you. All right, coming up, we're going to talk about if you can trust AI with your holiday shopping, because you said you've been getting some lists, right?
Oh, there's multiple. I don't have time to check them twice.
No, you have a gaggle of children. That's the problem.
I'm going to have AI sort everything out.
We're going to talk about your profile pic, how you can manipulate the hotel room thermostat. I had to do that myself a couple of weeks ago in Fort Lauderdale. And then we've got news about the Christmas cash giveaway that's starting here on the Kim Komando Show. Okay, starting on the next Kim Komando Show through December 15th, lucky callers who speak with me live on the air are going to win a $100, a $200, even a $500 Amazon gift card and the chance to unwrap a $1,000 Amazon gift card.
Every single caller on the show?
Yep. And you can also win if you get the newsletter. Just by getting the newsletter, every single day, I'm going to pick one person who gets my newsletter to win an Amazon gift card valued up to $500.
Now, how will we know what value they get when they call into the show? Are we on a big wheel? Is there going to...
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Be a board.
There's going to be a bowl.
Oh, a bowl.
And then I get to pick one out.
That's great for radio.
And then... Shut up.
Okay.
And then I'll have a mystery envelope, so they could go for the mystery envelope, too.
Okay, so it's take what you get out of the bowl.
Yes.
Or the envelope.
Yes. Make sure that you enter to win. Go to winfromkim.com. Once again, that's winfromkim.com. Let's get started with our phone calls with Lee in Boise, Idaho. Hi there, Lee.
Hey, Kim, big fan here. I've listened to you for decades, and your advice on digital photography and business applications, it just really helped me in my real estate career
Awesome.
in the beginning years. And so much that to show my gratitude, I dropped off some flowers during a live broadcast that you were doing in North Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, my gosh. That was like 25 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate the flowers.
She still has the flowers.
I still do.
They're sitting in a vase.
Yeah.
They turn to dust.
I need some more advice or direction, though. My sister has met someone online, and this has been going on for a couple of months. Never met each other. She's on the East Coast. He's in the Midwest, and he's advised her to do some investing in a company. It's out of Vietnam, and it's called Tiki, T-I-K-I. And according to him, it's like the Amazon of Vietnam, up and coming.
So she can't find an investment in the United States? We have to go to Vietnam for this?
Exactly.
Okay.
So the research I've done is it kind of like it took off and it peaked, but since 2021, the bottom dropped out of this company. So I'm thinking it's a con. She's invested money and got a little baiting payment of a few $100s. So I'm thinking the next shoe to drop is going to be.
Oh yeah, they're going to want big money.
Exactly. You need to invest some more money.
Okay, so she is having a romance with somebody in the Midwest that she's never met.
Yes.
And he wants her to invest in a Vietnam company because there aren't too many companies here in the United States that are making good money.
I don't even think the Fortune 500 list has 500 companies on it anymore.
No.
It's like the Fortune 386.
Something. Okay. And
right.
And so how do I talk to your sister to slap some, some knowledge into her?
Yes. Well, she's very protective and very, so I have to do it very delicately, and that's why I called you first.
Yeah.
Because I knew I had heard stories in the past on your show, and your advice was always so good that I thought, well, maybe you could give me some advice.
I would ask her, if this was my sister, show me proof. Show me proof
Right.
of who this guy is, where he lives, where he works, and then I would do my own research, do a whole Google search, familytreenow.com, and prove to her that this guy doesn't exist. Do a reverse Google image search. I'm sure she's using WhatsApp or Signal or Telegram because this way all those chats are encrypted and you're not able to get them.
I would also tell her, too, that you listen to the Kim Commando show. And every week we have at least one person calling up and telling the same exact story. Mm-hmm. Bring her to one of the podcasts or one of the shows on YouTube where someone has told this story where they fell in love, they were told to invest in a company, and then, weeks later, their tens of thousands of dollars have been stolen from them.
And she could have some psychological issues, your sister, okay? Maybe she's lonely.
Yes.
Maybe there's something else going on.
Is.
Okay.
Yes.
And I mean, Andrew and I have a mutual friend whose mother is giving money to a guy in Africa who she thinks he's going to marry her someday. But the whole family's like, well, what do we want to do? Because, mom's happy. I mean,
freeze the checking account.
Exactly. Lee, what I'd like you to do is to go ahead and see if you can.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso. Gift magical mornings with Nespresso Virtuo Pop. Compact and stylish, Virtuo Pop is made to meet every morning coffee craving. From espresso to coffee, hot or iced, at the click of a button. And celebrate the season with Nespresso's limited edition coffee flavors. Sweet almond and hibiscus, cinnamon and candied tamarind, and festive double espresso. Magic in the making. Shop the holiday gift collection exclusively at Nespresso.com.
Schedule time for us to actually talk to your sister. Anytime we can do that, it would be amazing. And thanks for your call. And thanks for the flowers, too. I love them. So I don't know if you've done this yet, but I've been trying to figure out if prices are really good on certain items.
Okay.
And I've actually used ChatGPT and Gemini to figure out the prices and to see if, just tell me if they're trending high or low. And I did it, as a matter of fact, this morning, not on Christmas gift, but on a water heater.
Okay.
I know, it's very exciting in my life.
This is tremendous.
But I will tell you, I was shocked. Really. Gemini is better than ChatGPT.
In what way is it better?
It's faster.
Okay.
The answers are more complete. And the prices that it is showing me are more accurate. And I don't know if because it's all tied in with Google Shopping.
I mean, that's what I was going to say. It's got the Google Shopping search engine behind it.
Yes.
So, and ChatGPT is just going to go to Google.
Exactly. Or Amazon.
Right.
Say, what do we have here? Oh, man.
How much of a difference in price did you learn? Did you save, oh my gosh, I'm going to save $300?
Well, on the water heater, it was anywhere between $1,200 and $6,000.
Oh, wow.
On a tankless water heater.
I feel so heartbroken for those people who go and pay the $6,000.
I think, the reason why I started is I had a bid for two of them. And I think he wanted to charge me the $6,000. And I'm like, obviously he doesn't know who he's dealing with.
Not at all.
So, all those sketchy, too good to be true ads that you see on Facebook?
Yeah.
The ones for random wigs, knockoffs, right? Supplements, you don't know that they're actually there. There's a woman by the name of Brooke Hansen. She's a 46-year-old mom. And for 3 years, it was her job to buy all this stuff.
To buy those ads?
She was a mystery shopper.
Ooh.
Right, Brooke?
Yeah, I was.
And so what was the absolute weirdest or scammiest product that you came across?
I wouldn't say that it was like necessarily a scammy product, but it's like, do you get what you think that you're going to be getting? A majority of the time, they advertise like these brand name, like designer clothes, and you order them and you get them, and it's from China, and it's this smelly piece of clothing that is not brand name, and it looks nothing like what was online.
You're like, that is not a Hermes belt.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's Hermie?
Yeah, who's Hermie? Who's Louis V? That's crazy. So now, I read that you've been doing this since 2006?
Yeah, I've been doing it like almost 20 years now. Not necessarily mystery shopping, but data work in general. And it's kind of morphed over the years, the things that I've done.
So what did you start out doing?
So I started out on a platform called Amazon Mechanical Turk. And it was simple things like transcribing business cards, drawing bounding boxes around objects and photos, training smart home devices. That's where it all started.
And how much were you making then?
Oh, it varies greatly because it's like an independent marketplace, so different people pay you different things. It can be pennies per task, or it can be dollars per task, which can equate to $2 per hour or $20 per hour. It just varies greatly.
So why would you accept the jobs that only paid you $2 an hour?
Because you have no choice.
Okay. Good answer.
If you want to make some money, that's the only thing. I remember I went on to Amazon Mechanical Turk because I was writing about it for USA Today or someplace like that. And I had to pick out the closest to a violet Pantone color. And for that, I made $3.10.
Ooh, just one time? Just one? Or did you multiple examples?
Multiple examples.
Okay.
Until I was like, I think I'm going to vomit violet. And so you are like one of the original side hustles.
Yes,
And,
absolutely.
And so what are you doing now?
Since that initial jaunt on Amazon Mechanical Turk, that platform is really not where it's at anymore. New ones have popped up. There's one called Prolific, Appin, Outlier, and now the main focus is training generative AI.
And so you're doing that, I take it?
Yes.
And so tell us about some tasks that you're doing there.
So, again, it varies greatly. So it starts out with your normal, like ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot. You may be given answers to a prompt, an example prompt, and you're given two answers, and you have to pick which one you think is better. So, that's the simple task. To get more complicated, you may be given those same answers and asked to fact check them to make sure that this model is being truthful, not lying to people.
And then how much do you make doing this?
Again, it varies greatly depending on the complexity of the task. Some of these tasks require you to have advanced degrees, like in engineering or biology, because they're talking about those subject matters. So, it can go up to $50 an hour if you have the skills, or it can be $15 an hour or $12 an hour.
Now, do you have to take a test or qualify for any of these jobs?
You do. You usually have to take qualifications, and almost always they are unpaid.
Oh.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. This Monday night, witness the end of an era. John Cena takes center stage for his final appearance ever on Monday Night Raw. One last match, one unforgettable farewell. Come celebrate the legacy of a true WWE legend. Monday Night Raw, November 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, only on Netflix. Be there for the moment everyone will be talking about.
Hey. Quit selling it so hard for me. I was so interested until then.
It is not. It's not as great as people think it is. It's tedious.
Well, I can imagine. And then, so you complete a task, and do they rate you on that task? And so, let's say you just knocked it out of the ballpark, so to speak. then do you get to go to like the next level?
On some platforms, they do have that. You have the ability to become like a quality manager if they see that you do really good work. I've not reached that point on any platform, and I think that it happens rarely. But usually, like for example, on Amazon Mechanical Turk, requesters can like reject your work, which kind of gives you like a negative ding on your account. And if you get too many of those, you can actually be kicked off the platform.
Oh.
And you're not able to do work anymore. And whether that rejection is fair or not is another story. They could basically reject your work and actually take it because it's good work, but they don't want to pay you for it.
Oh, my gosh.
Has that ever happened to you?
It has. I mean, I've had rejected work, but not a significant amount. But I do know people that has happened to, where they've lost their accounts, and that's how they survive on that money, and all of a sudden their way of life is gone.
How often are you doing this per week? Like, how many hours are you putting into this?
At least a couple hours a day. It fits into my schedule because I stay at home with my kids, and so this is something that I can do in my free time.
Well, I'm fascinated by this.
It's so interesting.
Yeah. So are there any gigs that you looked at and you're like, no, I just can't do that?
Yeah, I mean, back when things first started, there were actually jobs where they would want you to like classify and tag pornography videos.
What was that?
Oh, now, okay, see that, Brooke? Now Andrew's like looking for the job.
I'm just curious. We're just doing a deep dive into this interview subject.
Is hot or not?
I don't want to judge the not ones.
No.
I just want to stay with the hot category as long as we can, please.
No granny porn for you?
Good.
Okay. Well, Brooke, thanks for coming on, because we have so many people who are interested in trying to figure out how to do these gigs on the side. Is just before you leave, is there one mistake that you see people making that they shouldn't be doing when they're looking for these opportunities?
Not necessarily. I think that people expect more out of the work than what there actually is. Like, people expect it to be like, oh, I'm going to make a ton of money and this is going to be awesome, and it really typically is not.
So in a couple hours a day, how much do you pull in per month doing this, if you don't mind me asking?
It varies on how the jobs pay. Like, there's some months where I could make over $500 in a month or $1,000 a month, and some months maybe I only make $50.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so there's a big spread there. So this is definitely not something that you can do to depend on your house payment.
No, you're not going to retire on this. But if you have some extra hours during the night, go ahead and make a little bit of money. We have links to these sites over at commando.com. And I'm also, if you're not getting the newsletter, you really should. At least once a week, I'm identifying AI opportunities. I just did a whole thing about side gigs. And that's why I was so interested in talking to Brooke, because when I was doing some research on people actually making money doing AI side hustles, her name kept popping up. And I was like, dang, we got to get her on the show. And we did.
Look at that porn. You missed your opportunity.
No, I didn't. The day is young.
I see. Let's see. Alan in Tampa, Florida. You're up next. Hi, Alan.
Hi, Kim. How you doing?
Wonderful. What's going on?
Well, let's see. I spent most of my career, I'm retired now, but I spent most of my career working and living on cruise ships all around the world.
Nice. What'd you do on the ship?
I started out as a photographer. I just answered an ad in the newspaper when I was living in Fort Lauderdale, and basically they said it was a Wednesday, I think, and they said, can you be on the ship on Saturday? And I said, sure. I was single, and I wasn't on a long-term lease and didn't have a mortgage or anything. I was living with friends, so I said, sure. And so I got the job. And so I'd never been on a ship, never worked on it. This was my first time, and I just fell in love with it. And so I stayed with it for 20-plus years.
Wow.
Not just as a photographer, but
wow.
I had many jobs over the years and worked for many cruise lines and worked on many ships.
What was like the craziest thing that happened on a cruise ship?
Bet you involves a drunk person.
And taking off clothes.
It was a lot of drunk persons. Probably, I mean, they have what they call theme cruises, which they would like a bunch of comedians would rent out the whole ship, or they'd have like oldies music, where they would only people that came on would want to listen to oldies music. But certainly the craziest cruise I was on was a nude cruise, and nude. Everyone's nude.
Okay.
Not the people that work there, but all the passengers. I guess they belong to some club or some association. People that go to a nudist colony or nudist beaches, those type of people. And everyone was nude, except for the people that worked there. We weren't allowed to be nude, which was fine because, to be honest, most of the people that were on there shouldn't have been nude. I mean,
I stumbled upon a nude beach in Maui years ago, and I felt the same way. You know what? They should have clothes on.
There should be a beautiful people nude beach and then an everybody else nude beach.
So I know. And so I know we digress a little bit, but what did you? I know we went on the whole cruise ship thing, but what's on your mind? How can I help you out?
Well, since I retired about 10 years ago, I have so many stories and so many adventures and been to so many places. My friends and family have been after me to write a book or my memoirs about all my 20-plus years on the ships. And, it was a daunting task to think about sitting there, because I hunt and peck type of typing, or sit down and, God forbid, write out 100, maybe 200 pages worth of dialogue or worth of a book. And now I think with the new AI programs and things like that, there must be an easier way to do it. There must be just either say directly into a computer.
You just open up Google Docs. You just open up Google Docs and then go to Tools, and there's something called voice typing. Yes, that's what it is. And you just speak directly into the computer's mic, and it writes as you talk. And it's really wonderful for getting your memories out and telling all these stories. And then after that, you can organize them into your memoir and then take it to the next step. And then you could publish it up on Amazon for everybody to read about it. And then you can also gift copies of your book for like anywhere between $3 to $6 per book. Amazon will print them, and then you can hand them all out as Christmas gifts.
So it's just that easy? But what about editing? Will they edit it too?
No.
ChatGPT will be your editor.
Yes, that's what you're going to do. Well, as soon as
that's what I was hoping.
Yeah, as soon as you get this all written out, that's when you're just going to feed it into ChatGPT and say, make me sound so wonderful.
And it sounds like you're going to have two versions of this book, the PG-13 version and the R-rated version.
It's funny you mention that, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Because it wasn't just the nude cruise, but it's all the stuff that goes on below decks that people don't know about, that are passengers. It's all the soap opera type stuff and all the
there's a lot of soap opera stuff with the crew and with the people who work on the cruise ship. That's why that show Below Deck exists.
Exactly.
They've asked me to come on it seems like twice a year. They say, Kim, come on and be our guest on Below Deck.
But they want you to make you pay.
Exactly. It's like $80,000. I'm like,
ridiculous.
I'm not paying $80,000.
I'll get you and Barry on a dinghy for a weekend. Only $150.
I love that.
Yes.
Hey, stay right where you are. We have more of the show coming right up. I like to sleep, and it has to be like 67 degrees.
Oh, when we walked into a hotel, first time ever, Lisa and I, she stole my heart. She walked immediately to the thermostat and hit the down button until the number would not go down anymore.
And you're like, yes.
I love it.
Thank you. Now, if you ever get to a hotel room where they won't let you put that thermostat down, you can unlock it by holding the fan and the up button simultaneously.
Is this a hack? Are you teaching people how to hack?
Yes, 5 to 10 seconds.
Okay.
That's the fan and the up button simultaneously. I had to use this trick in Fort Lauderdale a couple weeks ago.
What's the lowest it would go down?
68.
That's not low enough.
I'm like, that's not low enough.
No, not especially if I'm not paying the power bill.
Yeah. And Barry said, are you happy now? And I said, no, I'm cold.
Which means you're happy.
That's right. Hey, I got to tell you about a ClickFix malware scam that's spreading here on the Kim Commando Show. I just want to let you know that if you're out there on the internet or on the email and you get something, it says click here, and then it opens a terminal window with like a prompt, PowerShell, and it says paste this command in there and then click enter. Don't do it.
Okay.
Okay? Just don't do it. It's going to steal everything from you, including your money. So just don't do it. Close the browser, close the email.
You know that people are going to do it.
I know.
Don't do it. She said don't do it.
Don't do it. But I do want you to go enter to win in our Christmas cash giveaway at winfromkim.com. Hey, appreciate you being here. That's the end of hour one of the show. And be sure to tell your family members and friends how great it was.
Every minute your finance team spends wrestling with data is a minute lost. Insight Software's AI-powered insights instantly move you from complexity to clarity. Automated analysis, real-time reporting, strategic recommendations, all at your fingertips. Transform how your finance team works and watch your business grow. Stop wasting time. Start making smarter decisions. Learn more at insightsoftware.com/AI.